What if horror movies weren't actually scary? Let's take these 3 horror movie posters and make them kid-friendly, starting with Obsession. I'm gonna import this official poster as reference, and by the way, this is literally one of the scariest scenes of the movie. Anyways, let's import this friendly looking girl and cut her out using select subject. We gotta get the flowers from another image, but the selection didn't remove this guy, so I'm cutting it out manually. Now we can place these flowers in front of her face, but she's gonna need hands to hold it up. Thankfully, by searching this completely normal sentence, we're able to find the pair of hands we need. Now we're able to position them around the vase in a pretty convincing way, and even make sure her finger is behind the leaves. But there are way too many arms in this poster, so I'm duplicating part of her apron to extend it, and I'm gonna erase the lower part of her arms. Now we can cut out her sleeves in order to add it to the arms holding the vase.
Nice job, team.
Obsession is my favorite movie of the year so far, but let me know in the comments if you watched it and if you enjoyed it. I imported the background with all these spotted flowers on the shelf, but it doesn't look right. So I'm replacing it with a better background. I'm gonna blur it out and then cut out these out of focus flowers to put in the foreground. Now I'll get the background a bit brighter so we can get closer to the silhouette look of the original poster. And I'll also make the flowers and leaves more saturated so they actually detach from the rest of the image. But of course, I have to make sure the fingers don't look oversaturated. Let me just paint a little bit of a rim light on the girl, and now it's time for a title. Obviously, I'm typing out Obsession and giving it the same color as the roses. But I'm also adding flowers on top of it, which makes the title much lighter and funnier. So this is the kid-friendly version of Obsession. Next up is the black phone. I'm gonna start by importing a nice photo of a desk with toys on it, and because I don't like that the chair is visible, I'm gonna cut out the desk and slide the background down. Now let's remove some of the Legos and instructions to make space for the phone. But I don't want the desk to be too empty either, so I'm gonna cut out these cacti. That's the plural of cactus, I think. Anyways, let's just place them in the corner and give them some field blur. I found this toy phone that seems like a pretty good fit. I'm gonna cut it out using select subject and get rid of these coin things. The thing is, I don't like the shape of this phone, so I'll erase the cable and the phone sitting on top, but the corners are all messed up.
You got me fucked up!
So I'll paint over them with a stamp tool, and now we can import an image of someone grabbing another phone. I'll cut it out using select subject, before manually erasing the base and the hand holding the phone. The reason I'm removing the hand is because I want to replace it with a kid hands. And I found this image of a boy answering the phone, but I have to cut out his arm manually using the pen tool. Let's place it on the phone, and instantly realized I messed up, because there is a huge portion of the handle missing. So what I'm gonna do is cut out a small piece of the handle and stretch the hell out of it. Then we can shade it properly so it doesn't stand out too much.
Nice job, team.
Real quick though, we're getting really close to 100,000 subscribers, so if you're enjoying the video so far, maybe consider subscribing. You might have noticed that the colors don't exactly match, and I think we can easily fix it with hue and saturation. But we don't want the phone to be floating away, so it needs some contact shadows on the desk. I don't think we should leave a brand name on the phone, so let's erase it and import these friendly faces, which I'm gonna blend into the center of the dial. And to really make our subject detach from the background, I'm gonna add the tilt shift blur to the background. But we're still missing a title. I'll add a white gradient to make sure the title is easy to read, and then I'll type out toy phone. I'm gonna add a nice art warping to it so it looks more fun. And now we can just add a whole bunch of layer style to it. So this is the kid-friendly version of the black phone. Our last poster is Backrooms. It might be the most hyped up movie on the internet right now, and it might even be the reason why you clicked on this video in the first place. So let's see if we can make it kid-friendly. I'm gonna start things off by importing the original Backrooms, and I'll fit it to the dimensions of a poster. But it's gonna need a makeover. Let's import this nice wood flooring texture, and I'll make it into a pattern so that I can adapt it to any shape. Now we can use the vanishing point to try and match the perspective of the original floor and adjust the texture accordingly. But as you can see, only one room is covered. So let's duplicate the floor and slide it to the back, and then do the same thing in the foreground. We just need to mask it out with a soft brush so it doesn't look too bad.
Woo! Yeah!
Let's also cover up the walls in the foreground with this nice wood texture, and I'll make the edge a bit darker. It would take so long to do this to every wall, so I'm just gonna make them brighter and less yellow using levels and hue and saturation. I'll also mask the ceiling to make it a slightly different color. One of the reasons liminal spaces are scary is because they're mostly empty, but we can easily fix that by importing a nice tent. TP? I don't really know what that is. Anyways, I can easily cut it out using the object selection tool. But this alone is not going to be enough to fill all the rooms. So let's get a rocking horse and put it on the other side. And I also found this rainbow rug with a toy on top of it that we can easily cut out. Well, I guess we have to cut it out manually then. This actually took so long that I forgot I was even making a poster. But anyways, let's give all of these toys some shadows before writing the new title, Playrooms. I'm genuinely proud of myself for coming up with this title. Let's give the text a nice arch and a bunch of layer styles. And what really makes the difference is the camera filter. I'm making the entire poster a lot smoother and brighter and warmer and just really leaning into the friendly vibes. So this is the kid-friendly version of Backrooms. If you enjoyed this video, I'm sure you're gonna love to see me make kid movie posters into horror in that one.